flipping over to them. They're going to gain control of it now, but they need to be careful of always, at all times, this rocket that's coming in from Fleder. The damage boost applied, that's going to be the D-Mech, and they're getting the picks easily enough.
For Atlanta Reign, it becomes very difficult to deal with this Pharah because the people who are in position to try and put damage there are Hawk and Iris. And when you're
Teleport's going to be used, but not really too much gain from it, actually. An early immortality field used, and now they're not going to be having that to eat up the damage, but the kill comes through anyway. Shanghai Dragons investing into this fight to just really close it out. That's the Primal Rage of Fate going to be expended. Flutter's still in this fight, and with the damage boost of Rockets, Edison goes down. Legion has the Valkyrie. In fact, nobody's there to deny the Resurrect. Atlanta Rangers want to stay grouped up, clumped up. That is an Earth Shatter. 2 players down, Fleder and Lip. And Fleder obviously going to be paying the price as a result of it. Charged, that's a rare kill feed. Icon that you see there, the charge kill onto the Pharah, but every now and then it will come out. Still the fight continuing as the sound bar is expended, but Massa going down regardless. Just when you think it was looking good for the Atlanta Reign, Shanghai Dragons coming back in with a bit of fury, a bit of bite to it.
The Atlanta Reign, though, have stayed in control of the objective. 50%. Nothing else is going to be able to suffice. And a hack onto Hawk already, that's going to give Fleder a massive opportunity for a barrage.
And the teleport got destroyed. A couple of the players in the Atlanta Reign didn't manage to get in. The barrage just committed in the end. The symbol just about comes up, but it's too little too late. The picks have already gone the way of the Shanghai Dragons. Self-destruct up into the air means nothing because the point...
It's a weird comp. Does this
so
provide the
weird?
answer?
Oh, you know, you think with the double shields they have so much to eat up, these rockets coming their way, but it matters not. Fleder finds him in all these little crevices, just able to work his way in, slam in the rockets as well, and the damage is just too much. Already the team fight win. It's done and dusted for Shanghai here. They're able to get a couple of trades out. That's going to be the tanks removed. Now the power drive around the corner. Shanghai still in control of the point. Hawk able to get back into the mech though, but the pulse bomb ate up Void, doing his darndest to mitigate a lot of this impact coming their way. I think that was another hack onto Edison. No recall, no blinks available. Easy pickings for them, and look at Lip just farming up the damage.
He's devastatingly good. He farms these EMPs.
Gator, he's hunting for it, doesn't have the leap ready and waiting, jumps, but I don't know if he even got that health pack. 62 health, has to back off around the corner. The Atlanta Reign could commit ults. In fact, they're going to have to right now to stay into it. Coalescence comes through, that's Fleder removed. Lige gone though with the blaster. That was Gator removed a little bit earlier, and despite the early advantages that the Atlanta Reign have got, Shanghai still hanging on.
They want to go for this. Both teams using support ultimates here. A nano boost on the Void, and Massa responds. Yeah, Rez, he's bringing them back. The Shanghai Dragons are definitely still in this fight.
To the corner, the Atlanta Reign have to just touch this point. Gator so low, the imp catches. It's beautiful. 3 targets, but that's all they need at the end of the day. Lige gone whipping out the blaster again. Oh my goodness. A doctor in trying times just whipping it out sometimes to defend themselves, and that is going to be it. The Shanghai Dragons taking map. They were trying to coordinate it up with a couple of rockets coming their way. Important news, I suppose, for the Atlanta Reign here is that they have managed to work 1 player into the back, but as that was happening, Hawk pressured out in the front line.
And you can see here that the Echo makes theoretical sense, but Pelican can't close the gap very easily. If Pelican just tries to fight 2v6
behind enemy lines, Bob going to be used here. Lip just trying to relocate, regroup himself, I suppose, onto the other side of the point. You need to respect his amplification matrix, but holy, self-destruct over the top, doesn't quite get him, but this time Massa whipping out the blaster, takes out Lige, gone in the 1v1. The res going to be used as well. Gator's back in the fight. It is chaos right here, right now at the gates of Hanamura. Still the Atlanta Rangers trying to fight and battle it out.
Heals to the rest of his team. Feels like Izayaki needs to be shut down right now.
Face off to the side, the Matrix onto the point, Edison so low, that's the immortality field that has to be used. A quick little whiff there onto the dynamite, but the beatdown eventually does it. Going to be taking Void out of the mech, so close to trying to cap this one up. Pelican just trying to hunt down that supercharger just to ensure that they have no chance of trying to convert this one, but they still try and take the fight. Macedo hunting down Lip right round the corner. Fleder still alive, but he's only 1 person. What can he do at the end of the day? Not much is the answer. Ultimate's online though, Josh, to make it happen now.
Hawk's self-destruct could be crucial here in stopping Fleder, but it's just, I mean, that is just not enough. They were caught completely unaware there. Beautiful positioning from Fleder to catch 2 in the middle of that before Hawk could even react. There's no matrix there.
An instant response from them. They try and collect and isolate a couple of the members of the Atlanta Reign that may have been locked out of place here. Sound barrier from Massa, it's not even enough. The damage is done. Fate with the supercharger, the damage boost being supplied by Lee Jae-gon, they just eviscerate them.
Yeah, turn to mulch. Pelican only at 60% of his EMP, and this is not really a competitive map thus far. The Shanghai Dragons have showed Atlanta Reign that they are the dominant Orisa team here. You can try and mirror us a team in the league right now. And part of what makes them excellent at it is that they take space very early on. They spread out, they're all around you. They're left, they're right, they're center, and then they ambush you when you least expect it.
And you're left wondering, what could I have done better in that scenario? You're being picked and pulled apart like a pulled pork sandwich. You can't go anywhere. It's so hard to focus down the one target. Bob finally left the premises, and now the point's going to start to get played. Big power driver off to the side, the Amp Matrix, and that's going to be the self-destruct. Stopped in its tracks. A cheeky play by Massa, but the bomb still gets value. Pelican's gone down anyway.
That is
so
ridiculous.
much pressure that's being applied to them right now in the back lines. Immortality Field just off onto the corner, but it doesn't catch onto Gator. He's taken out, or perhaps the Immortality Field was first. It matters not at the end of the day. The Molten Core is a last-ditch effort now for the Atlanta Reign to try and hold on to this, but they're falling so low. And with the mines scattered across the point, so do the hopes and dreams of them being squeezed into these awkward, unfortunate angles.
Nano Barrage.
And that's the Barrage ready and waiting with the Nano Boost. Comboed up. And that is just clinical, isn't it? Fleder takes himself out at the end of the day, but the job is done, the battle is won. That's going to be the team fight opening up checkpoint A.
And they're so smart.
It's just trying to keep one eye on to Fleder, but at the end of the day, he's already found the picks. Backs off into the corner here. The mine's really just pushing apart the Atlanta Reign into two different parts. Ends up going down, but a power driver kill onto Edison, and no one's really dealing with anybody here. Shanghai Dragons just having a
That was quite cool from
day.
Massa. He went for a...
Supercharger's going to be used, leading it in. That's the Barrage, though, right into the backline, cancelled out of it. And that's a window of opportunity for them, but it matters not. The space has already been created and capitalized off of Lip with 3 kills. Oh my goodness, Massa needs to be careful. Has to play around his shield still. That's going to be the res up online. Arrows coming down. Edison has to try and deal with Lip, but look at the healing that they're pumping into him.
Yeah, that's another great team fight from the Shanghai Dragons. Tracer comp here. Atlanta Reign look like they want to be the aggressors and push into this.
Holy moly, the tanks are just being brutalized. Fate, though, off onto the side. Gong is going to go for that res. He knows he's not going to be denied. Self-destruct over the top with the Barrage. Nano Boost on top of it. Another team fight win for them. I feel like a broken record.
I mean, that was great, though. I was saying it was going to be difficult for Fleder to approach. Well, they didn't lead with Fleder being the tip of the spear. Instead, they had...
It's so difficult for them to deal with. Power Driver into the mines is not going to be rewarded with a kill, but it does split apart the tanks enough for Fleder to get the kill.
They've isolated Pelican in the middle of his ice block, too. Blizzard forced out. I mean, there's no one to capitalize on this whatsoever. And the Shanghai Dragons, they force it through. Even though
deal with the backline, though, look at that. Translocator forced out. They've spotted him. Pelican is in a very dangerous situation.
He is. He's going to get harassed down. They've just left Lip to it. And Lip's back in the fight as well. Pressure onto Iris. The whole of the Atlanta Reign crumbling right now.
Gator.
They're just attacking them from all sides. They're elite. They know exactly what the threats are, where they're coming from. And Fate's surviving with about 15 health in the middle of all of this, too. Shutting down every win condition that Atlanta had.
Yeah, the shield bash into the one clip. Dealing with the opposition, Immortality Field gone. Has to use the recall. The way does that post bomb stick? Oh my goodness, the fadeaway into the corner. Fleder is ridiculous.
Spawn once more.
That's 4 players that's caught on. In fact, Atlanta Reign are saying not just yet. Ultima's committed to Sound Barrier to keep them into the fight, but it's into a losing one. They've lost so many players.
They just threw good money after bad there. As
the points, Gator, he's desperate to unleash this Earth Shatter. He knows he can find a target easily enough, but the question is, will there be any follow-up? EMP into the back line. That's the support line missing now from the Shanghai Dragons. Eviscerated, taken out of the fight. Gator just swinging away. Pulse Bomb, though, from Fleder connects onto Iris. That's a bit of healing removed from the Massa. The only one left standing. They might be turning this. EMP's going to connect, and now Fleder's still alive, just tearing them up.
absolute destruction from the rest of Shanghai after they lost their backline. It's that perfect micro disengage, and then they just come back in, continuing to poke them all from a distance. Have they overstepped themselves?
He just needs to hold it to try and get a pick off, but can you believe that he's playing in this position? It's literally like watching somebody like you, Josh, in my ranked games, always reading in the front line, but this time Izyaki's good.
He's making it work. He's looking like the best Zenyatta in the league in recent times. I mean, that's the absolute domination of the Atlanta Reign. What do you say about that?
Oh my goodness, GG's in the chat. The Shanghai Dragons have, I mean, they've come out swinging. And I think as well, both the